I'm Kevin Price with The Price of Business, reporting live from San Francisco for Dreamforce 2011. And I'm visiting here with Michael Meinhardt, and he's with a company called Cloudwords. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, thanks for having me.
Give us real quickly the elevator speech, if you will, about your company.
Yeah, Cloudwords helps companies manage the translation process. So for companies that are looking to go global, we help them manage taking their content into other languages.
Okay, and when you say other languages, people instantly, and you think of IT, you start thinking like HTML but you're not really talking about that. You're talking about good old-fashioned language.
Absolutely. So we're helping companies manage their translation process. So for companies that are looking to translate their website and take their content into other countries, that's what we're helping them do.
Okay, and so that's the basic idea is to help them go from culture to culture, language to language. Now, is that simply on the web platform, or do you consult them in every single aspect of that translation, if you will?
Yeah, so we help them actually take websites, marketing materials, sales collateral into other languages. So for companies that are trying to sell into Asia or into Europe, they're actually selling in those native languages, so we're managing that entire process for them.
Okay, give me an example of some of the type of companies that you work with.
Right, so we're working with software companies here, obviously based here at Dreamforce. We're also working with companies in the pharmaceutical industry that are looking to provide certified translations for their providers. So companies like Pharmacyclics, companies like Coupa Software, companies like Viva Systems are all part of our base.
Okay, it would seem to me, and this would show my naivete maybe, but it seems to me that it would be relatively simple to hire someone to come and do translation. So what would be the difference between you and a company going to, looking up online someone who's a translator?
Right, that's a great point. One of the things that we do up front is we're vetting all of the translation vendors. So we use translation agencies, not individual freelance translators. For a lot of companies, and again, companies like Apple and Cisco, we're spending hundreds of millions of dollars in translation services, but also the smaller organizations that are spending $1 million, $2 million, that's just not a core competency for them. So identifying those resources to make sure that there's a high quality translation to articulate their messaging and their strategy to their customer base is actually quite difficult. So we actually onboard that and do that ourselves.
Now, my understanding is you've been involved in a soft launch over the last few months. Kind of tell me a little bit of the chronology that's led to that.
Yeah, so we launched, went live about 6 months ago. We're actually just north of 40 customers right now, but obviously through Dreamforce and certainly through some of the activity that we're doing these days, it's actually enabled us to grow quite quickly. And so we're growing actively, both on the sales and marketing side, but from a customer standpoint, we're helping organizations that are fundamentally looking to expand their global reach and expand their global revenue base. And so it's been quite great, but we're ready to go and we're excited.
What's your number one challenge going forward?
Right now, we're at a point where we're obviously where we're absolutely looking to scale on the sales and marketing side. So our biggest challenge right now is identifying those customers that have this challenge of translation and moving forward with them.
Okay. And what is your sales process in terms of finding those people, identifying, working with them?
Well, clearly we're using Salesforce, but obviously we're using Jigsaw as well as an application. One of the things that we do is we're looking for those people that are on the market, those marketing teams or in those product teams that are absolutely trying to reach those global markets. So we're identifying individuals within those organizations and ultimately taking our message to them.
So tell me a little bit about how you are leveraging Salesforce.com.
Yeah, it's interesting. Obviously, being here at Dreamforce, a lot of the conversation has been around social, have been around collaboration, and so our application is a natural extension to the Salesforce platform in the sense that a lot of organizations are storing content, whether it's chatter feed or whether it's actual content through the content module. So we're helping them extend that material that is in our world, English, out to other languages and distribute it throughout their organization.
Okay, very good. And the name of the company again is Cloudwords. Cloudwords.com would be where you find it. Let me ask you though, before I let you go, do you have any players, particularly on a senior level, that used to work with Salesforce?
We do. So our co-founder and CTO is Scott Yancey. He was one of the early developers of that platform. And so we actually are looking to emulate that success even to a large degree. So yes, absolutely. Design and philosophy.
Yeah, there seems to be a common thread here. There's a lot of entrepreneurs that used to be employees of Salesforce.
Absolutely. I mean, it's a fantastic company, and certainly looking to see what Mark has done is phenomenal. So, as an organization, couldn't get better.
Okay, Michael Meinhardt is his name, and he's the CEO of a company called Cloudwords. You can learn more about him at cloudwords.com, and I'm Kevin Price with The Price of Business.